Ja?
Kannst du schon rein. Ich kann nicht leider, aber hey, leider kann ich nicht warten, wir werden wissen.
That my last trip for the day will be an even deeper acquaintance? I don't know when I arrive in Olympus, a beach area close to Antalya. Pitch my BV near the beach of Olympus and look forward to the sunrise the next day, which will definitely be beautiful. Good morning, and I'm on my way to my promised beautiful sunset. It's such a clear, round sun coming out of the clouds and above the ocean. The days fly by as fast as the waves hit the beach. By Martin, my previous acquaintance, and his girlfriend Astrid, I charge my batteries. Now we are 3 Germans who enjoy the Turkish food and admire the beautiful beach from Olympus.
Dieser Geschichte für die gute Zeit.
Together we go on excursions to the Kimmaria Flames of Kirali, not far from there, which is pretty impressive. Just a flame that comes out of the mountain. We didn't really believe it at the beginning, but as gas prices are currently rising worldwide, nobody could do that with an entrance fee from €1.20. The Turkish quota cat is also there, and after we thought about what we all could do on these flames, maybe some marshmallows or sausages. The next day we're going into the mountains, but only our camera team comes to our destination, the Black Beach. Whether I will be able to come to my workaway place in time, I ask myself this when I look to the Black Beach area, that this thought will have completely different turns I can't see coming, because I only see the 1,600 kilometers that are still to Georgia, which I should do in 10 days. And also want to make a stop by a mountain landscape that I'm looking forward in Turkey. It's called Cappadocia. Maybe you heard from it already. But one thing for the other. I'm still in Olympus and enjoy the full moon on the beach. The next sunrise will also be my departure, when I will leave the nice big pines that remind me a little of Africa, which I only know for books, but so huge, and it seems like every tree has its own story when you look at his branches. My departure is pretty luxurious for my standards. Martin and Astrid picked me up at my campsite. It felt good. The 3 days we spent together to feel friendship is a good feeling. But I'm also looking forward to the usual hitchhiking life, as long as it works. I say goodbye to the 2 of them. Whether it will be so easy to do 200 kilometers a day sounds like an hour's drive from a German point of view. Moscow is always my opportunity to fill up my water supply, which I enjoy very much. Head on, thumbs up, and off you go. First drive leads to Antalya, to strengthen a spicy lentil soup, and then walking in the order of the day, because waiting for an hour did not lead to a successful stop. Past the airport, where it feels scary, I realize that I could be home in 6 hours, where I don't want to be. The sun is already deep and hitchhiking is not that promising. Ibrahim and Ibrahim bring me along a little. But a little bit I got, but it's still a big city. So I hope to get another one to come out of here. Never. I get a promised ride. It should drive 500 kilometers on my route. So I make myself comfortable with my sleeping bag, but suddenly I have to get out. I don't understand why, but the language barrier is too big. The next morning I leave the spontaneously found olive plantation as it should be, with olives in my mouth. I have to wait a long time for my next ride, but this one is airy. I get sesame sticks and cola for the 2-hour ride. I'm very happy that they are taking me with them. In Germany, nobody is allowed to or does that, to take you on their loading area and then drive on the expressway. What started before Antalya are the white houses and the many greenhouses in the city. Felt more greenhouses than living space. The mountain coast landscape is the same. What has changed is the contents of the greenhouses. Before it was tomatoes, now it is bananas, which also appear as plantations in the mountainside. But the pines have stayed and the trucks are having a hard time. With my additional lift, it goes another 280 kilometers, so I'm already in the plus for the calculated kilometers.
Yeah, this was quite good. I made more than I thought to do today, because my goal is to make 200 kilometers a day, and I did, I think, 400 or 400, around 400 a day. So actually I would have one day off for fun, but maybe not today, maybe in the future.
With a nice coffee and some cake. And of course, I think I need to make some fresh juice. I leave without making a juice, because I don't want to meet someone while I process the mandarins into juice. I have no idea that I will reach Cappadocia today. It goes on with hope. What is the English translation for the name Umut? Unfortunately, hitchhiking is not so fast here in the mountains, and the temperature is also no longer the same. In the meantime, I'm learning how to peel a mandarin best with one hand, and whoosh, there is a piece in my mouth. I also find out that quite a lot of people drive past on the exit to Ankara, because I run behind the cars who just back up and turn right. On my onward journey, I notice that I will probably not get to see mandarin trees so quickly, because the landscape is bare and empty, only mountains where marble is mined and one well-developed motorway leads through it. My last ride brings me so close to my destination that I walk the rest of the way. It's dusty and dry here. I decide to look for my sleeping place, because it always gets dark at 5 o'clock. In addition, there are some clouds in the sky, which I have already observed the day before, as if it is an UFO, because I cannot remember them in my last week.
This will be my sleeping place for this night, with a nice view over the first mountains from Cappadocian, and also in this direction where the sun go up, so I have a nice sunrise in the morning to watch. This is my place already.
Then I hear the trolls in the mountains and watch their spectacle. After this light installation, I fall asleep. I start my day with a freshly brewed coffee, and while the sun is rising, I pack everything and make my way to the mountains of Cappadocia. The plants are dry, but it's not so warm, because the sun is mostly behind the clouds. The bushes are bare, and I realize that it's not summer anymore. It's nice to have such an empty space in front of me and behind me. I'm all alone. I cook my daily portion of lentils and eat them with a view of the cliffs around me. Then it goes on. At the top of the mountain area, I'm proudly for the Turkish I raise the flag so that it can unfold in the wind. The extent of Cappadocia can now be seen. I enjoy the view. It reminds me a little of Asterix and Obelix, as some rocks look like the menhir of Obelix. Now we are going down, so that we can look at these rock formations up close, and I will show what I see here.
It's so beautiful here. Then if you look there, it's pretty white. It's like this white, red, yellow, different colors.
I decide to go on. It looks like I'm leaving the place but coming back from another side. I'm always marveling at the layers of rocks that are differentiated in color, and then discover several eagles circling at the sky.
I hope it doesn't rain. Wouldn't be so good because there's no tree next to me. But I have a nice view at least. And it goes deep down here.
I have two issues. One is it started to drop a little bit, like raining, and the other problem is actually that my air mattress loses air. It's raining. This is what I built. So I get some fresh air because the top is, I think, airtight. Yeah, it does actually rain now a lot, and hope the rain will stop someday. Really wet, like it's the whole sleeping bag is wet, and all the points where like the biggest parts of your body, it's getting really cold, like here at the hip, at the knee, because like touching the wet area and then the wind. So I think I will wake up and make some coffee. It's like a fish. Really, really wet. The moisture makes it easy now for me to leave Cappadocia. If you want to see how this journey continues, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, leave me a like. See you in my next video. Bye. Because I make a shot or started already there, then I make a cut, and then it continues over there, and I don't want to spend so much storage on the shot. I run to the position where the cut will come. Don't forget to subscribe.